Hey guys, what's good? UltraMegatronus here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Blockees Transformers Action Edition G1 Megatron. And I will say this, after 4.5 hours of putting this guy together, it was probably one of the most satisfying builds I have done in a long time. And he comes with, as you can see, Laserbeak and Cram Zeke. And not only is he just a phenomenal bot, he is sturdy, plastic is very well made, lights up, and comes with a couple of other accessories. So stick around and let's see what he's all about. So now, before we get started, we have to show that we have a booklet that does have instructions on how to put it together, as well as a concussion contract. Yes, that means if anything should happen to you while building this guy, that the company is not responsible for you, and you have to pay your own medical bills. So keep in mind, it's just Blockees. If you get hurt doing that, there is a serious problem. But this comes with the Blockees set. So one of the cool features that this guy comes with is the Megatron throne. Of course, every leader has to have his throne. What's also cool about this is the fact that you can actually store extra accessories inside the throne underneath. And that makes it really good, especially with the parts that you don't use up. Great addition. I think it's worth its money. Well guys, this is what comes in the box with Megatron. You've got his mace, Kremzik in the center. You got a mask, reflector. That's a nice little touch up there. Another mask, his energy sword, and his pistol. So honestly guys, you're getting your money's worth when you're getting the Blockees Action Edition series. So something to consider if you decide to hold back and say, you know what, is it worth it? So far, yes, it is very much worth it. Now let's take a look at the big guy himself. Here's the main guy himself, Megatron. As you can see, he is looking almighty, and posability is beautiful. I mean, this thing's got better articulation than half the stuff we've gotten in our collections, to be honest with you guys. And highly detailed, as you can see in the cannon. Fingers are fully articulated, and I'm talking individual as well as hand in general. You see Laserbeak there, and he's actually looking better than the current iteration we got from that Studio Series Soundwave. I mean, that looks like Laserbeak. I think this is by far the best Laserbeak mold we've gotten as of yet. And I know you guys are saying to yourself, why is the Optimus Prime in the background there? It's all good. It's the Transformers review anyway. He'll be coming up later on when I get a chance to, because these guys are very time consuming for sure. And here's the other cool thing about Megatron and being a Blockee and all that stuff. So you take this little icon here and you push it over here, and booyah baby, he lights up. Look at that. Bonus when you get in the Blockees. I'll tell you guys, there's model kits out there that you can get that you can be satisfied with. You can do YOLO Park and all that stuff, which is not bad. But I think so far as entertainment value in it, getting a model kit is concerned, I think your best bet is going with the Blockees. And again, Megatron is 237 pieces. It took me 4.5 hours to get this guy completed because I also had stuff going on. So maybe if I'm lucky, 4 hours the most. But this sucker is a lot. It is magnetically charged, so that little icon you saw me do right over here with the Decepticon logo, this guy right over here, he activates him and it shuts off later on. So it's a cool little feature to go with, and you put him right there. And as you can see, he's just pointing to the world. He's like, put a little bit there to you. There you go. Show you a little bit of better articulation. Laserbeak, however, I did paint the eyes red. That did not come with it. It didn't come painted at all, which kind of was a bummer, but that's all good because, you know what, it had more fun. And to top it off, and I want to give a huge shout out to Rico Red Star. I also have in my collection that he had sent to me as a 3D printing and all that stuff. This guy right over here, as I just completely screwed that up, but that's all good. As we take our time and all that stuff. And yeah, everything you see here is fully articulated, hip skirt. I also ended up getting a 3D print of Ravage, which I finally completed painting. Came out all good and stuff like that. Mobility is great for 3D printing and all that. And as far as how I painted is concerned, nail polish. Yeah, seriously. I just went to the dollar store, got nail polish, and painted it up. You can see, look at that little red mark right there. That sucks. But it's all good. He just looks phenomenal. they all scale to size. And speaking of scale, how's this for a scale comparison? So as you can see up front, this is the Blockees Transformers Action Edition G1 Megatron, looking all glorious. And coming around the other side is, yes, the Studio Series 86 Megatron. And here's the difference between the two, folks. For starters, price. It only cost $39.99 for the Blockees Megatron, as opposed to the Megatron here from Studio Series going for about $60. So I got a discount on it too. I know, lucky me. So that's one thing. The difference: Blockees lights up, Studio Series doesn't. Transformers Studio Series transforms, the Blockees doesn't. Although it has some cool features that I did not show yet, that I'll probably put at the end. But aside from that, guys, here is the comparison between the two. And honestly, wow. Like, it's like he went from Studio Series skinny to bulked up, putting on weight and working out in the gym kind of thing. So honestly, guys, this is the difference between the two. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that the Blockees guy is actually a little bit taller. So for $40, if you just want a Megatron that's G1 accurate, and you just want it to sit around and just be in the robot form, and then you decide later on to get the the weapon that was banned and now became a tank, then I suggest you get the Blockees guys, because the Blockees is looking good. Megatron does look a little bit more towards the cartoon, but then again, the Blockees is doing a pretty good job itself. So with that being said, let's give some final thoughts on this guy. Well, my final thoughts on this Blockees Transformer Action Edition G1 Megatron: I absolutely love it. If you're into collecting Blockees from the Defender series, Galaxy, or the Classic class, you got to add this guy to your collection as well. The Action Edition series is phenomenal. It scales just as big, if not a little bit bigger, than Leader class Transformers from Studio Series, and that's pretty amazing as itself. Again, it lights up, it has accessories, it comes with the throne, and for $39.99, you got Laserbeak, you got Kremzik, you got the mace, you got the sword. How much more can you want from this guy? It's even got a posability stand. I'd like to thank As Seen on TV. They are the ones that had this in stock that I had purchased from a while back. They're an awesome store, as well as any other store you guys can find it in. Hopefully you get it for the same price that I do. Again, $39.99, that's a heck of a steal. And again, I want to thank all of you guys for checking out my video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And remember, you're never too old to feel too young. And if you're going to collect anything, collect life experience in general. Take care, guys, and have a good one.